The first step is always to spray the back of your stencil with Repositionable Spray Adhesive. Wait 30 seconds, then press the stencil to the top of the wall. In each corner, place a piece of frog tape painter's tape beneath each registration mark. Mask off the edges of the stencil with painter's tape as well. Coat the roller in paint and roll off the excess onto paper towel. Roll paint off the sides of your foam roller as well. Build your color slowly with several light coats of paint through the stencil. Roll lightly until you need to reload the roller. Roll paint through the design until the larger shapes are covered. Then, use a stencil brush to swirl paint through the smaller elements of the design. Swirl paint into the brush, then swirl off the excess onto paper towel, just like the roller. Gently swirl the paint through the stencil until you reach complete coverage. Use a pencil to trace the triangular registration marks onto the painter's tape. Peel off the stencil, line up the registration marks, and press the stencil into position. Place tape beneath each registration mark and continue to paint the design. To stencil the bottom of the wall, mask off your trim using painter's tape. Line up the registration marks so the stencil hangs onto the floor. Roll and swirl paint through the stencil onto the tape below for a crisp line at the base of your wall. Continue to paint the entire base of your wall. Mask off the wall you will be painting toward and press the stencil into the corner. Roll as close to the corner as possible before swirling the rest of the way into the corner. Line up and press the stencil into the corner so that the design continues onto the next wall. Place tape beneath each of the registration marks and trace them using a pencil. Take down the stencil, mask the other wall, and line the stencil back up in position. Press the stencil into the corner. Now continue rolling paint into the corner of the wall. Then swirl paint right into the corner of the wall using your stencil brush. Stencil the corner from ceiling to floor. Now press the topper stencil into the top of the wall and mask the edges of it with painter's tape. Roll and swirl paint through the topper stencil until you reach complete coverage. Stencil across the top of your wall, then remove the tape. After rolling and swirling, you will get these beautiful results.
For more tips and ideas, visit designerstencils.com today.